Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. Today is going to be another Halloween series video. I'm trying to do this before anybody gets home and starts saying Mama and Angel, like, you know how it is. So, got a microphone so you guys can hear me better, hopefully. Um, if it's not a kid, it's not the boyfriend, it's a cat. So, anyways, it's going to be another Halloween series video. I'm pretty excited about this one. I did not read ahead, so I have no idea what the hell's going on. So you guys are going to be in for it just like me. So let's get into it. This is a convent nun murdered. That's already sick. I'm warning. This video is going to be fucking sick. Convent nun murdered. So just FYI, if you're religious and you can't handle this shit, then please don't watch this video. The title says it all. So anyways, on October 31st, 1981, a man broke into the St. Francis convent in Amarillo, Texas. He then would rape, strangle, and stab Sister Tadea Benz, 76, to death. Holy fuck, dude. You rape, strangled, and stabbed a nun who's 76 years old, by the way. Okay. There's that. Another sister discovered her body that morning when Sister Benz didn't attend 6:30 a.m. Mass. Well, shit, I'm usually just getting up to go to work a little bit before that. But anyways, witnesses had seen a man with dark skin and black curly hair outside the convent the night of the murder. After examining the body and forensic evidence, it seemed this crime was related to another that had happened on July 9th, close by on North Houston Street in Amarillo. In that case, Narnie Cox Bryson, 77, was raped and murdered in her home. What is wrong with these people? Like 77, 76. Come on, dude. What the hell? These are like grandmas. Who's doing this? I'm already sickened. Besides the same MO, there was consistent evidence collected from both scenes. DNA and hair form was curly black and left by a Hispanic man, which is why officials have been searching for a Cuban refugee since that first murder in July. Okay. There's that. They had also collected semen from Sister Benz, but the pathologist discarded it since he didn't have the proper equipment to analyze it. Are you fucking serious? I'm in scrubs, guys. Whole medical and shit. What's wrong with that guy? Okay. Fucking lazy. Okay. There's plenty of them. Fucking discarded the semen evidence because he didn't have the proper equipment to analyze it. You send it somewhere else. What the fuck? Fucking people. Ugh. This is why shit doesn't get solved. This right here. He threw away evidence because he didn't have the proper equipment to analyze it. Instead of sending it to somebody else because he doesn't want to admit that he's a fucking failure and can't do the shit himself. So anyways. But having not found the Cuban refugee they suspected had raped and killed both women, they suddenly had a new suspect in the October murder. A clairvoyant who went by Bubbles started calling newspapers saying she had a vision about who killed the nun. She said it was a teenage boy who wore a fake afro-type wig and lived in a frame house on the same street as the convent. Her name is Bubbles. Who the fuck's listening to her? I don't know if you guys knew anybody named Bubbles, but I did when I was like teenager and shit. And it's pretty sick how she got her name Bubbles. Just gonna leave that one out there. Just let your sick mind run with it, and that's exactly what it is. So, I'm not listening to no clairvoyant named fucking Bubbles. I'm gonna tell you that because of that. On November 9th, Police Sergeant Walter Yeager said Johnny Frank Garrett, 17, was their suspect because he had found his fingerprints outside the convent. Outside the convent. Just saying. Your fingerprints could be outside that convent, and now they're going to suspect you for fucking murder. Just saying, guys. Just saying. There's some shoddy fucking work going on here. He didn't consider that Johnny's fingerprints might have been there just because the convent sat across from Johnny's home. You fucking heard me right. So, police pulled the teenager in for questioning, where without a lawyer or a family member present, they claimed he confessed. They then typed up Johnny's so-called confession, which he refused to sign. In the statement, police say Johnny he said that he broke into the convent. And when Sister Benz woke up and caught him, he strangled and raped the nun. It seems unlikely that this was the confession of the killer. Since the killer had stabbed Sister Benz to death, Johnny, if you believe he gave the statement at all, never mentioned a knife or stabbing. Also, the DNA hair left behind was black and from a Hispanic man. Johnny had lighter brown hair and was Caucasian. Yep, shoddy work indeed. The police were sure that the same man was responsible for both of their murders until this point. They believed this because the same DNA was collected and the MO fit. But Johnny was never even questioned about the other murder. Why? If you know that the same guy did both murders, why didn't you question him? At this time, Johnny Frank Garrett was only 17, but had lived a harder life than so many twice his age. Starting at a young age, he was raped by his stepfather. We're just stepping into sicko world, I'm telling you. Who then sold him out to other men for sex. What the fuck is wrong with people? And why are these people having kids? Stop. 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 I can't even fucking... My leg's twitching now because now I'm all fucking heated because that right there, besides the grandma's getting raped and murdered, now you got a poor fucking little kid getting raped by men. At the age of 14, he was forced to act out bizarre sexual acts recorded for pornographic films. This poor fucking kid. Seriously, what the fuck? Okay, I feel like I'm going to get more pissed as the story goes on. His family gave him his first taste of alcohol and drugs starting at the age of 10. Instead of telling him, go to school, get good grades, play nice with other kids, here, have some alcohol and drugs. Why would we fucking rape you? I'm just sickened. I am seriously sickened, guys. They also taught him how to use other substances like paint thinner and amphetamines. I can't even fucking talk today, guys. I just got off work. Amphetamines to get high, which resulted in brain damage for the young boy. He's a kid. Now he has brain damage. Johnny was regularly physically beaten and abused, once placed on a burner that resulted in severe burns and scarring. Not including the numerous head injuries he received over the years. This poor kid, I feel so bad for him. Oh, there goes the garbage truck. No, he's goddamn... Okay. Because of all this abuse, Johnny suffered from paranoid delusions and had mental handicaps that typical teens his age would not suffer from. I seriously feel really bad for this kid. And now he's getting at least one murder pinned on him because he had fingerprints outside. I'm a huge advocate for mentally challenged people, by the way. I worked with mentally challenged people for 6 years. 6 years, okay? Huge advocate for them. They've been treated like shit for way too long, and they should be not treated like shit, and they should get the same treatment that we get, us normal fucking, who's fucking normal, that everybody else gets. They shouldn't get a fucking label on them and then get stuffed in a fucking attic somewhere to fucking die all alone and shit. A lot of them are super fucking sweet. A lot of them loved me and would come give me hugs and tell me how much they loved me, and I liked all my individuals I fucking worked with, and I advocate for them so hard. Miss them all to pieces. Breaks my heart that I can't do it anymore. But every time they died, I get really sad and depressed. So, because I was like their family. Their families wouldn't come see them. It's sick. That's the world we fucking live in. People are all talking about racial fucking shit. They're talking about fucking, you know, LGQTL whatever shit rights. I know I didn't get that right, but you guys keep adding letters, dude, and I can't keep it together. You guys know who you are. I can't keep it together when you keep adding letters for me, okay? Got a lot of medical knowledge up here. Trying to keep that in there. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. LG. I know there's a Q. Is it a Q at the end? I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys are all talking about how you don't have rights. Mentally challenged people have not had rights. They have been fucking literally slaughtered. And this is more recent than you can even fucking imagine. And now we got this story here. So there's that. You guys are not alone. You guys are not alone. A lot of people get treated like shit. Cops will treat you like shit. Just because they can. My dad literally just went to jail a couple weeks ago because somebody attacked him. So don't get me started. Fucking corrupt. Fucking corrupt. Okay? Anyways. 3 different mental health experts who thoroughly examined Johnny said he was brain damaged, chronically psychotic, and extremely mentally impaired. He needs somebody to love him. Okay? And not rape him. Literally show him love and compassion. That's what this kid needed. He could have thrived. Anyways, these problems were a result of the abuse he had suffered both physically and through substances. But none of this was told to the jury when he stood trial for killing Sister Benz. Fucking crap fuckers. So there's no way to say if this would have made a difference with finding him guilty or giving him the death penalty. No. I already don't like this story. And it's about to get fucking worse. They threw away fucking evidence. I cannot woosah enough for this fucking story because it's about to get fucking worse. I already know. As Johnny sat on death row and continued to say he was innocent, others worked on his behalf. Good. He needs somebody to work with him and help him because he has no idea what the fuck's going on. Especially if they're talking about death penalty and shit. Pope John Paul II and the nuns from the victim's convent worked to bring an appeal of clemency for him. In a rare move from a Texas governor, Governor Ann Richards granted Johnny a 30-day executive reprieve before his first execution date. At least he got that. I mean, somebody fucking tried. But the Texas Board of Pardons and Parolees voted 17-0. Fuck them. Fuck them so hard, dude. Let them get fucking raped and murdered. And then we can talk about that shit later. Like, oh, is that justice? Maybe. They made this decision even after seeing all the evidence that Johnny had been a victim all of his life and had severe mental handicaps. Johnny's attorney brought up the police's evidence that showed whoever killed Sister Benz had also killed another woman, and that the evidence showed it was a Hispanic man. The police files accounts show that not only did the police officers working the case believe this, but so did the district attorney. So why are we doing this shit to poor Johnny? Why? He's already had a traumatic life. Why? Because they can? So they can shut and close the case? Yeah, we know. Fucking corrupt. The refusal to spare Johnny's life would bring new I'll get it together. Oh, we're only 15 minutes in. I think I'm almost done with the story, too. The refusal to spare Johnny's life would bring new people coming forward trying to help Johnny. Oh, wonderful. He had only been 17 when convicted and was considered mentally handicapped. They believed that even if he was guilty, he was not suitable to kill by lethal injection. I can't believe I just fucking read that. I just can't believe it. But on February 11th, 1992, Johnny Frank Garrett, only 28, was executed by lethal injection. Guys, what the fuck is going on in this world? He proclaimed his innocence up until the end. His last meal was ice cream. Because he was like a fucking kid. He only had like the mental capacity of a kid, more than likely. Oh, poor. I'm sick. Before his execution was carried out, he gave a statement. I'd like to thank my family for loving me and taking care of me. The rest of the world can kiss my ass. Okay. Your family did not love you or take care of you, poor Johnny. And I agree with you. The rest of the world can kiss your ass. But your family did not love or take care of you. They abused you and did awful, awful, fucked up things to you and did not give you a good quality fucking life. Okay. I actually feel horrible for him. That's just sick. His appeals lawyer had pleaded for his client's life for years. He might have been one of the only ones to strive to save this young man's life from all the brutality he had lived through in his short life. His lawyer spoke of how Johnny had a raw deal in life with an abusive and neglectful family, agreed. Incompetent lawyers, agreed. At trial, who never brought up his history, fuckers. Judges and district attorneys more worried about publicity than justice, a bloodthirsty media, fuck the media, and incompetent appellate lawyers. I don't know what an appellate lawyer is. Comment down below, because I'm not going to look that shit up. I'm going to forget all about it. I agree. The media is all about negativity and shit, and they'll do anything. They'll make up shit. I mean, come on. We've seen that happen so many fucking times. Where something bad happens, it's talked about for so long until something new that's really bad happens, so they can talk about that. They don't talk about the good shit that fucking happens. They don't care about that because that doesn't give them views. And it's sick. And I don't even know. I'm all about trying to bring peace, and I am a huge advocate for mentally challenged people. And I would just like to show light on how fucked up this whole story is. You know, like, I don't even know where to fucking begin. We're not even done with the story. I want to finish this story. There was so many multi-system failures happening at once. Then ultimately, he paid the price for all those failures. After Johnny's execution, more evidence continued to come in, further proving his innocence and the corruption that had been going on in the system. In 1994, the pathologist who had completed the autopsies on Sister Tadea Benz and Narnie Cox Bryson was charged with corruption. He had falsified hundreds of reports and conducted countless botched autopsies. He would plead no contest to 6 felonies. Fuck him. Fuck him. He can fuck off, dude. Can't even say that enough. Then there's Leoncio Perez Ruda. I know I fucked up his name. I don't even care. A Cuban refugee living in Amarillo. I don't know if we're going to say that right. It's not what it looks like. At the time of the murders. Months before the murders, there had been break-ins and rapes across the city, where DNA of a Hispanic man was left behind. As with a lot of serial rapists, they started with peeping, moving on to raping, then murder, which is the procession Ruda followed in Amarillo. Eventually, in 2005, he was arrested and charged with the murder of Narnie Cox Bryson after police ran the old DNA from the 1981 case and got a hit. Again, the black hairs found at the scene of both murders had matched back in the 80s, and now in 2004, they had matched that DNA to Ruda. But they only charged him with the one murder, even though he has said he killed the nun at the convent. Wonder why they won't do that. The state of Texas also didn't seek the death penalty against Ruda, even though he admitted to being a killer. So you guys can fucking murder a mentally challenged person, but actual killer, you guys can't do that, right? Yeah, fuck off. The problem is, if he's charged with the crime that Johnny Frank Garrett paid for with his life, it opens the state of Texas up to lawsuits, and maybe worse than that, admitting they were wrong. Yeah, fuck them. They were wrong. All of them. They were all wrong. They can fuck off. Telling the world they had set up an innocent man as a murderer. Because they did. the truth. We know it. Fucking corrupt. They incarcerated him at only 17, ignoring that he was mentally disabled, and eventually killed him. Director Jesse Quackenbush made a documentary called The Last Word that was adapted into a semi-fictional horror film, Johnny Frank Garrett's Last Word. This story is sad and heartbreaking. It entails the stories of so many victims and hopefully opens someone's eyes to blind justice. That's exactly what this is, blind justice. That poor kid, that mentally challenged, and you know what? I don't care if he was 28 when he died. He had the mental capacity of a fucking kid. This is sick. This is sick, guys. I'm just sickened. Are these stories going to get worse? Probably. I'm going to forewarn you guys. I don't know if I can do more of these, though. I'm just fucking pissed right now. It's not fair. That poor kid. I'm sick right now. I don't even know what to say, guys. I don't even know what to say. This is fucked up. Well, I'm going to end it because I don't know. I have no fucking words. I'm pissed. I guess I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day after hearing this garbage story because it's bullshit. And thank you for watching.